Welcome to Retro Upgrade. Today we'll be looking at the new 2D to 3D AI model that was released the 10th of April. As you can see here, compared to Hanyuan and Trellis, it's a lot better. I waited for this release. I knew it was coming, but the GitHub was empty. There's a lot of specifications on how this works on their page. I'll leave a link in the description, of course. Here you get a live demo on the Hi3dGen compared to the Hanyuan 3D. And yeah, there's no comparison really. It actually takes textures from the images and makes them part of the mesh. So that's really impressive. There is a live demo, of course, on Hugging Face. You can try it out on. And that works very well, and it's quite fast, about 15 to 20 seconds to convert a image to a mesh, which is amazing. It is missing some of the functionality the other ones have, like texture creation. It doesn't create a texture. That doesn't really matter for most people. You have to click on 3D models here to view the model, but it is really good. So you can see all the detail of the scales are there and everything else. I tried doing this image on Hanyuan and it was just a flat mesh with some textures on. The multi-image is still not implemented, so it will come soon in the future. Okay, so let's go to the GitHub repository. And it's a MIT license, so it's completely open source, so you can do whatever you like with it. There are some install instructions here. So there is no official one button installer or no forks made with the one button installer, unfortunately. And it is quite complicated to install. I tried a few times and failed, so. But I decided, hey, why not make my own one button installer based on the Trellis one? So I made my own GitHub repo for you guys, so you don't need to faff around with the installation process. This is version 0.1, so take it with a grain of salt. It will be. I give credit, of course, to the guy that made the Trellis one. I had to change a lot of stuff in his batch files, but at the end I got it to work. So go to the releases on my GitHub repo here. There should only be one. And then you click on assets and just download the zip file. I added a warning as well. This doesn't work with subfolders that have a space in them or special characters. So put it as close to the root as possible and you will not have those issues at all. Now a quick word for my sponsor, PCBWAY. If you need professional, high-grade PCBs, they got you covered. They have pick-and-place machines, excellent quality control, and of course cheap prices. They also have 3D CNC machines, 5-axis in this case. Awesome. They can make practically anything out of any material you want. They also provide 3D printing in a lot of different materials like FDM, SLA, and SLS. This is plastic and liquid. Go visit PCBWAY.com for a quote and make your dream a reality. Now back to the video. Okay, so after you download the file, copy it to a folder. Like I said, no spaces in the name. I have test_install here. Just extract it. It's about 500 megabytes extracted, 250 zipped, so it's not large. It will be quite large afterwards. It takes about 11 gigabytes when fully installed. Run the run radio bat file and accept it, of course, so Windows doesn't complain. You have to scroll up here and check your CUDA version. So you go down then and choose the closest one to your version. In my case, number 3, so 12.4, because I have CUDA 12.8 installed. This was one of the annoying things you had to do manually and you have to guess what CUDA version you were on, and then install the correct CUDA version, but all versions do not exist to download, so you had to go into the web page and check it out. I made a small list here. I don't know if the CPU one works. Hopefully it does, but I haven't tested it yet. But otherwise, all three options should work otherwise. And it also chooses automatically the second package that needs the CUDA version. I sped this up 5 times speed because it takes a while, but I didn't want you to jump over anything so you can see if you have any errors during the installation. I had to make some if statements and cases and stuff in batch files. I haven't done that in a very long time, so it took a while. This took about 2 days to get done. But it works in one click plus one selection of your CUDA. So that's not too bad, in my opinion. And you skip all the steps of downloading, for example, Anaconda, making an environment, keeping that environment in your head, making links, installing all the packages. This is a lot easier. You just put it in a folder and then you run the run.gradio.batch file, and that's it. Ignore the error that Triton is missing. I can try to make a version that installs Triton, but it's a little bit harder to get to work, and you have to install other packages on Windows and other applications. So it's not really in the scope of a one-button installer, obviously. But you don't need it. It's quite fast without it. So when it's done, it will ask you to allow Python to access the web, and it shows IP address here. This is incorrect. It should be 127.0.0.1 and then colon 7680 for the port. So I put it in manually here. I'll put it in the description as well, so you have something to click on. And this is running locally now, and you can see on the timer on the actual model, it shows the timer going up, and it's on the max steps, so 50 steps. And it's about 25 seconds, and you actually get the 3D model instantly. And the 3D model looks decent already in the viewer, but it actually looks even better in Blender. So it has actually more polygons than it's actually showing there. This one came out hollow, I don't know why, but you can change the seed if you go into advanced settings. You also have a lot of options to export from, so that's perfect. And the multi-image is not available yet, but I added an update script as well for the one-click installer. So if you see that they updated, you just double-click the update script and it goes there. And it fixes everything for you. It's, yeah, like I said, it's 11.3 gigabytes. That's with the model installed. So that's pretty good, actually. And use the update script if you see an update on GitHub. There should be a message or maybe some YouTube videos. So how much VRAM does this use? Okay, I started that generation, and it stays at 15.8. So this is doable on a 16 gigabyte card. Keep in mind you need a NVIDIA card for this. I don't know if this works with AMD cards yet. I'm looking into also reducing the amount of VRAM it uses, because it runs at full precision, so float 32. Thank you for watching until the end. Hope this helps someone. Visit my GitHub. Give me a star if you want to. Have a nice one. Bye.